Hello, it's Marina from the Butterfly Effect. This is your daily reading for the 15th of May, Wednesday 2024. On the dice for today, we have got the 10th house, Aries and Neptune. There's a strong Virgo, Leo, Pisces vibe to this reading, okay? We could specifically be looking at career matters with the 10th house. It doesn't specifically need to be that. It can just be our ambitions, our status, our achievements. That's where our focus is. Maybe even dealing with authority. But when Neptune comes through, we may be dealing with some deception. I think it's more fantasy and dreams, maybe even a bit of confusion. So I'm going to start with the oracle cards. I have got a female here, and that's more than likely who I'm reading with, or it's someone significant in your life that you're focused on. Quite a number of cards came out in one huge lump. We do have the fog card indicating Neptune yet again. This is saying that we could be in a bit of a funk on this day. I think there is a real feeling of inertia. And in many ways, it almost feels intentionally, and I'm not saying it's a negative thing once we get into the reading, but there is most definitely a lot of nods in this reading to being quite withdrawn on this day. So it can be a funk, it can be a lull, it can be a damp mood. Things are maybe unclear. We may be very focused on the past here with the Six of Cups, or you may be on a reunion that hasn't happened. I tend to see this as, you know, negative nostalgia. The thing is, what I'm really feeling here is that someone is looking on the past, maybe even a choice that was made in the past here. And because I now have the moon coming through and some sort of release, I do feel that someone may be questioning maybe that decision that was made in the past. This female here with the Hermit and the Vulture in reverse, the Vulture spirit upright is nothing is wasted. It's usually our life experience that hasn't been pleasant, but we have learned a great deal from it. When it's in reverse, we can be kind of escaping the past, avoiding the past, you know, denying the past, quite frankly. And I feel that it's a very, very introspective, deep thinking day focused on maybe a past event. Now, it can be career related with the 10th house. It could suggest, you know, it is very much work related. We do have the Knight of Pentacles here, but it may be that we're seeing the past through, you know, a filtered rose tinted spectacles. The resin in reverse is, the resin speaks of something that we've held on to. It's a captured object. It's in time and place. It's about preserving something so that we can adore it and, you know, look back on it. And again, we've got it here with the fog. We've got it here with Neptune. And it's all very dreamy. I just feel, I don't know if this is something that's happened a very long time ago. And you know how we create these narratives when we're questioned on various aspects of our life and past. And, you know, you then sort of think, well, did it actually happen that way? Am I seeing it clearly? Am I the good guy in this? Painting ourselves as a hero. I don't know specifically what it will be for you, but there is a feeling of asking, is our memory accurate here? The resin is being released. There is something being released here from the past that we probably held very dear. It is very much in the past, way past. It might even be childhood memories coming up here. And we have the moon again, speaking of, you know, dreams and I mean, there might be a lot of symbolism coming through at this time. We do have the synchronicity card as well. There might be, you know, a lot of messages coming through to you. It could be guidance that's been offered to you. It feels like there's, you know, there's like a new understanding. You may just be becoming very aware of the synchronicities that are, you know, being offered to you at this time, and it may be specifically in your dreams, or it may just be that they're very hazy and you're not able to kind of, you know, nail it down or verbalize it. It just feels very, 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 very dreamy, the whole thing for Wednesday. Now, when I get into the reading, there is possibly some sort of work offer or some sort of celebration going on in the workplace here. I just get this vibe throughout this whole reading that someone is very, very much withdrawn. Now, I've got the Knight of Pentacles up here with my tree card. My tree card is health and well-being, and usually speaks of ill health, but it's usually also patience or something that can be draining, something that takes a long time, can speak of family. And the Knight of Pentacles is the, you know, the worker. He's very hardworking, he's very diligent, he's very focused on material matters. And I feel that, you know, trust in the magic is coming through in this individual. The White Raven Spirit. It's almost that somebody's maybe kind of lost the magic in their life, and that's why I'm feeling that Four of Cups at the base of the deck here. Here's the Moon again, the Hangman. Yeah, there's just a lot of nods here to the magic not really being there in life. There is, you know, I just get this vibe of watching, you know, a group of people, Three of Cups here. There's maybe some joint celebration or activity that is pleasurable. There's a lot of chat, you know. It's almost like watching people, you know, and maybe seeing like a bigger picture playing out. I can't really describe it. And the mask here is saying that, you know, not everyone who is, you know, chit-chatty and joyous and involved in a group is authentic. That's another thing. You know, it's just, I think it's just going to be one of these days where you think there must be something more to life than this, because there is a real kind of dullness coming through here. And even though we are getting on with our daily activities and our work, whatever that may be, our function in life, it feels kind of lonely, really. It really does. Two of Wands here normally speaks of a decision. This is a card of success ultimately. This is a man stood, you know, in his castle with the world in his hand, but he's kind of walled up in the castle. It's like, you know, the world looks really small. Everything is going on outside. So, you know, and with the cross here, this is bringing in some sort of hardship, weight, sometimes guilt. It's difficulty, it's onerous, responsibility. It almost feels like we're kind of like dragged down by the responsibility and the, you know, dullness. Mundane life is throwing our way. And you might be looking at other people on this day with the Three of Cups, all, you know, joyous and chit-chatty and whatnot, but I just get the vibe, it just doesn't feel like you're part of it. It really doesn't feel like you're part of this equation. So let's have a listen to the White Raven Spirit, because this is asking the Knight of Pentacles, who may or may not represent you, to trust in the magic. And I think this is where we need to be going. So it says, nothing in the universe is random, for the intricate web of co-creation weaves together all events and has done so since the beginning of time. Coincidences have meaning, and White Raven Spirit appears to remind you to pay attention to these synchronicities. We've got the synchronicity card here. So that you might recognize patterns. Even the winds dance in a pattern, participating in the magic of Spirit's plan for all. And, you know, I did see, like, you know, a group of people actually at the seaside, and, you know, little waves coming in, they jump over, and there's just a lot of, you know, fun and pleasure and enjoyment. And the person I'm reading for is kind of stood back watching this, but also seeing a massive fucking wave building, you know. And so I have someone, you know, who's very much out of the picture, in the picture, but not really part of it. You should understand what I'm saying. But because of the synchronicities and the feeling of magic and the, you know, the dreams and the visions and whatnot are coming through, there is a feeling that something is coming, and it's something a bit bigger. So that, you know, as I say, you might be the Knight of Pentacles or you might not be, but there's definitely something bigger. So it says, align with the highest good and intentions, and you will come to see that White Raven is guiding you, an ally to you, and a messenger from Spirit. Align with the light, and you will start to recognize that all is working together harmoniously in ways the eyes can't always see and the mind can't always comprehend. The universe is conspiring on your behalf right now, drawing you to the light and bringing you the magic and miracles that are your birthright. Now is the time to trust in the magic of the world that is everywhere and in all things. So pay attention to how things come together as if by magic, and you will see the hand of Great Spirit arranging things in your favour. So yeah, this hermit here with this female that I'm not saying it might be a different female. The hermit again is a card of withdrawal, feeling very alone. Sometimes this can be the guide and the teacher. You know, that's not just seeking out a guide, a teacher, a counsellor, a mentor. This is how you could be playing a part in somebody's life here. It's someone who's usually wise, sometimes a bit more mature. But there's also just a huge amount of contemplation, you know, the cloak of contemplation, looking at the light. Nothing is wasted. We can also feel that sometimes we are wasting our time in a particular venture. It almost feels that it's kind of like frivolous. I can't remember the exact thing that's coming through in my mind here, but I don't know. It's I think it's a saying, but it's about how meaningless the going out and the getting is. And I think it's from a poem. So this is just a feeling that, you know, this is just normal life. This is day-to-day life. This is everybody in your life just doing what they do, doing what we all do. It's just a feeling on this day. We don't really want to be part of it, or we're not part of it. Either we're not feeling included, but I think it's bigger than that. There is like confusion over what direction to take from here. The hangman can be seeing things in a totally different perspective. So it's like, you know, we're viewing the same scenario, the same day, maybe something from the past, and we're seeing it in a completely different light. But this is also peace. This is surrendering. This is, you know, peace, quietude. There may be some conflict at work. There may be some conflict with a colleague here. Again, with the strength card here, I feel that this is really the strength to kind of like control ourselves, maybe dampen down our desires a little bit, and maybe keep our mouth shut. So this whole day genuinely is just a day when I see a lot of thinking going on, maybe a real desire to completely withdraw, and, you know, there might be an opportunity here with the Four of Cups. We're not seeing it because we're looking at the Three of Cups here. We're looking at the chatter. We're looking at social media. We're looking at the, you know, the blah. Let me just take you some advice. I hope this is a useful reading for the day. Angels and ancestors say what? So yeah, might need to trust in the magic. It all feels a bit blah and a bit meaningless. Advice please for it for the 15th of May. I was going to say March. Anything else? Oh yes, now when I was up here, round about here, I heard Beyonce's Irreplaceable, but specifically to the left, everything you own in a box to the left. That might have some meaning for somebody. Advice, 15th of May. Trust in higher forces, Phil. I mean, it really is all over it. Shed the old skin. I think the shedding the old skin is something that's happening here gradually. It's we don't still know really the direction we're going to go with, you know, how we're feeling, but trust in higher forces kind of ties in with what I'm saying. This is the shaman sometimes, you know. This is the guru, the yogi, the teacher. That may be something you're seeking out. You may even be looking at some sort of counselling or a friend, colleague, advisor to, you know, just have a chat. Shaman. Here we are. I'll take this one too. Here we go. On the inner planes, all of the shamans of times gone by are helping the human race to understand the complexities of life and the needs of Mother Earth. Many are working as spiritual guides to light workers and light warriors. The shaman card brings the energy of your shaman guides to you. They are spiritual allies working in your favour, and their miracles will unfold much more easily when you move into a state of trust. The shaman card can also show that you have shamanic potential to move between the realms and connect with your guides in an extremely personal way. The shamans believed that there was illness or disease. It was because a person's power had been left behind somewhere, or a negative pattern had been installed in them. In trance, they would travel to the underworld to recall this power and remove the demon. If this card comes to you, it's because you need to do some release work with lower energies or with your lack of trust in the spiritual energies that are guiding you. There you go. Have a good day. Bye.